Hello, this is Tom with the Tractor Rescue Ranch. This is Saturday and I am back to working on the sawmill, trying to get some more stuff done on it. This piece is the back brace for that main shaft, and so I'm going to get these metal parts all pulled apart and cleaned up and painted, and then here's my new wood to go in there. This piece here will be replacing that, and then that bigger beam down there will replace what they had down here. So I've got my measurements done, so if I do that, it'll all end up the correct height, I hope. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. I didn't get the alfalfa in the ground yet. I had a tire blowout on that tractor, and hopefully Monday there will be a tire guy show up to take care of that for us. But also we got a pretty good rain, and the ground's too wet to work at this point, so I need to give it a few days for that ground to dry out. I got most of the harrowing done. I got a couple hours worth of harrowing left to do, and then I'll get that alfalfa in the ground and we'll go from there. Hopefully I'll have that project finished up and I can work more on this sawmill. Probably half of the bolts on this sawmill, probably about half of them are square bolts and nuts, and the other half are there it went, are like that. I'm not sure why it's mixed up between the old square ones and the others that aren't, but kind of interesting. Boy, that is tight. I've got it moving, but well, there's another board that's completely pulled apart. I'm going to take the easy way out. These bolts, since they're going on a thicker piece than this piece that I've pulled them off of, I'm not going to fight them, I'm just going to cut them off. Okay, I can take these pieces now and clean them up and get them painted. I got to paint this wood before I put everything back together too. Got some paint on these parts. Got them cleaned up and paint. So my next thing I'm working on is this apparatus. And what this does, this goes under the track system, and where the sawyer stands, this bar right here where your sawyer stands, he can push his foot on that, and what that does is raise this bar. This here is a piece of the track system, the old track system, but it raises this bar here when you put your foot on that deal, and then that wheel on the carriage will rub on this piece. You can see how it's worn in a V shape. That wheel on the carriage will rub on that, and that's what returns your knees. So when you are returning your carriage back and you need to run your knees back for a new log, you push on this piece with your foot as the carriage is going back, and it pulls the knees back. So that's the next part to get pulled apart and cleaned up. It's a mess. Part of it's been in the dirt, buried in the dirt, and so it'll take a lot of cleaning and painting, and we'll get that next piece. Okay, I'll finish this video up here. I got all of the rest of these parts cleaned up and painted. So I'll let that paint cure get things, once that paint's dry, I'll let it get it cleaned up, and then I got to paint that wood, and then I can start putting things together again. So it was a pretty busy day today. Lots of cleanup work with the wire brushes, and anyway, it's going forward. Thanks for watching.